It is Friday, yay. It is Fun Pan Friday, of course, keeping it dark, getting into fall. Anyway, changing it up from some color. So today is Friday, November 10th, which is exactly 7 weeks post-op from my bilateral mastectomy. And this week has been what? What do we do this week? Well, went to work full-time. Yay! So I think this is like week 2 being full-time. So I'm back to work full-time and kind of uneventful. Last weekend, I think I did my video on Saturday. So last Saturday we had an event for work, so that was fun. And then Sunday my daughter had her gymnastics meet and she crushed it, taking first in bars, first in floor, second all around. So that was very exciting. Good way to kick off my week. And then what else really, nothing really exciting, like earth-shattering happened, throughout the entire week, but I was looking forward to this week because 2 things. One, I had my first, what do you call it? Plastic surgeon appointment, interview, whatever you want to call it, with the doctor on Thursday. And I really, really, really liked him. I was really happy. Again, I'm not saying any names through any of my videos, just to protect people. And I don't have permission to use their name, so I'm not. Anyway, so I really enjoyed him. He was extremely open and honest with communication with me, which, as we know, is super key to any relationship, but especially in the situation I'm in right now. So that was yesterday afternoon. And he did proceed to tell me that I do need to hurry up and decide on what doctor I'm going to go with. I was honest with him. I told him I was interviewing him and 2 other doctors. One is going to be next Tuesday. The other one is going to be next Thursday. But he did say I do need to hurry up because he said, I'm adjusting so I can show you. So he said that I'm getting, you can maybe even see in like the shadows, but he said I'm getting super hard. The muscles and everything are getting hard in here, which is going to make it even more painful for expansion. So he also showed me what an expander looks like. So imagine what like an implant looks like, but it's flat, like a pancake. And then there's a port in there. So the port inside of that little expander is where they inject the needle and they fill you up. Well, I found out that my port on this side, there's like this fancy little tool. My port on this side is like right there. So when he pointed it out, I was like, oh yeah, you could actually kind of feel it. It's like really hard. So you can see I still have some scarring, some indentation, but we do need to start filling out because this is just the expander waiting to be filled out. And we don't want it to get so tight that, I can't actually expand out. And I already have one side that's smaller than the other because of having to go in for that other surgery. So that was that. And then he did say it's going to be a very long process. So you have lots of videos to look forward to. So it has now basically been 3 weeks since I have not had a fill. Not a fill, but a fill. Not a Chia Pet fill. So after my last surgery, when I had my drains taken out and he did the 1 fill of 50 cc's on my left side, 40 cc's on my right side, then I didn't go back. Dun, dun, dun. So anyway, so that was that. And what else? What else did he say to me? He said it was going to be a long process. He said, I'm definitely at the very beginning. How he likes to do it is little by little. My other doctor had said like 50 cc's at a time. This doctor said, maybe because it's been so long and it's going to be a little bit longer process because I'm so tight that maybe we'll do 30 cc's. We'll see. He said he would have been happy to fill me up right then and there, but then that would have been committing myself to him, and I promised myself that I was going to see 3 doctors. 3. 1, 2, 3, which I should have done in the first place, but I didn't because I actually was relying on doctors that recommended these other doctors because what did I know? I knew nothing about any of this. I didn't even know what to ask. I just was purely going on what was suggested and recommended. So, I mean, that's what, I don't know. Everything happens for a reason, so it is what it is, and I'm fine with it. I'm not, what's up with my hair? I'm sweating. So, it is what it is. But I am going to go to the other 2 doctors. I did not commit. So we'll see. Hopefully by the end of next week, I will have somebody else lined up so we can start this process. And then what that doctor said is that once he does the fills, once we get to the size and shape that we're all happy with, then he keeps those in for like 4 weeks and then does the transfer. However, he did notice that when I showed him this part here, that he noticed that the doctor took out some more tissue. So what he's afraid of is that there may not be enough skin to expand, and if that's the case, then we have to do the flap, which is what I do not want to do, because that goes from taking right back here in my lats, my lat muscles, and putting it in there. And guess what? That does not work well for me and my lifestyle, being a trainer. So I'm feeling a little challenged right now with those possibilities in my future. And then we talked about how to do a new nipple for me since I don't have that anymore. And he said that's the last thing we're going to worry about. So I guess we're just going to forget about that for now and just take it day by day as I've been doing. But another exciting thing that happened is last night we had the American Cancer Society wrap-up event for the Making Strides for Breast Cancer that I was honored when my friend Jay called me or texted me and asked if I would help him since he just took this new job with American Cancer Society. However, I had just been diagnosed. So I said I would do whatever I still could to possibly help. And I was honored with the award for top team and honored with the top fundraiser award. So that was very, very, very exciting for me. It was an extremely emotional night for me. I'm so used to putting on events and being the one who's raising money for the charities and putting the events together and emceeing them and whatever. And last night it was actually about me and other survivors. And so I actually kind of sat, it was on a yacht. So I sat back and I just lost it. I just started crying hysterically. Like, I think the only other time I really bawled hysterically like that was when I found out my nipple was gone and the morning of surgery. My first, the mastectomy. So, yeah, it was extremely emotional. I was very honored. It was very humbling. Met some great people, had a lot of fun, and I'm going into this weekend. Really excited. We are leaving this evening to go over to the West Coast, and my daughter has a gymnastics meet over there tomorrow, so I'm crossing my fingers that she does great again. It's the last meet of the season before we go to States. So that's what I have to say. That's my update. I'm still super duper duper tight. I prefer not to wear, I can only wear like a sports bra or anything without underwire. But even like the built-in little bras that come in like tank tops and stuff, they freaking hurt, man. The elastic, and because I'm still bruised like underneath here. So anyway, just part of the process, just plugging away, and that is where we are at for 7 weeks post-op. And I hope that you are enjoying the updates. I hope that you're getting some information out of them. I hope that I can help you in any way possible, and I'm always open to questions, so feel free to ask at any time. All right, I will talk to you next week, if not sooner, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you.